Hello and welcome. Let's take a look at how to draw Pascal's triangle and describe the numbers in Pascal's triangle by their row and column. We are first going to look at how to draw Pascal's triangle using an example. So example 1 here is telling us to draw Pascal's triangle, the first 7 rows. So let's give it a try. Pascal's triangle looks like this, okay? It is a big triangle full of numbers, okay? It looks like a giant Christmas tree, doesn't it? I have question marks here because I haven't put the numbers in yet. That's what we're going to do. But for the moment, all you need to know is that the first row is going to have 1 number, and each row as you go down gains 1 extra number, okay? So let's start putting the numbers in. The number at the top is always 1. Let's put that in. And as well as the first number at the top being 1, every first number from the left and from the right side are all 1s as well. So let's put those in, like so, and that's done for the first 7 rows. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 rows. The next part is the interesting part. Each other number is obtained by adding the 2 numbers directly above it. So this number here is going to be 1 plus 1, which is 2. Okay, these 2 numbers here. This one here is going to be 1 plus 2, which is 3. And this one here is going to be 2 plus 1, which is also 3. Continuing that for the next row, 1 plus 3 is 4. 3 plus 3 is 6. 3 plus 1 is also 4 again. And the next, 1 plus 4, 5. 6 plus 4, 10. 6 plus 4 again is 10. And here we've got 4 plus 1, which is 5. And our 7th and last row here, 1 plus 5 is 6. 5 plus 10 is 15. 10 plus 10 is 20. 10 plus 5 is 15. 5 plus 1 is 6. We'll just squeeze that in there, and we have our 1 at the end. And that, friends, is how you draw Pascal's triangle. Each row is the same backwards and forwards, okay? It's kind of a mirror image down the middle. We say that Pascal's triangle has a palindromic nature. We also have a coordinate system to describe each number in Pascal's triangle, where it is by its row and its column. Let me talk about that. We say this is the first row, but actually we have a number called n to describe each of these rows. And this is actually the n equals 0 row. Kind of confusing, 2 ways to say it. N equals 0 row is the most perfect way you can say it, but I just like to call it the first row. It's kind of my style. Continuing, this is the second row. And here n equals 1. And the third row, n equals 2. So on and so on, and I'll just fill that out, like so. So we've got the first, second, third, fourth, fifth, sixth, and 7th row, like we said we're going to draw. First 7 rows of Pascal's triangle, and the n values, which are always 1 less than the row. N equals 1, n equals 2, n equals 3, 4, 5, and the 7th row is actually n equals 6. And what you might notice from the third row, the n value is always equal to the second number you can see in that row. 3, 3, 4, 4, 5, 5, 6, 6. It's a little check you can do to make sure you've drawn it properly. So that's enough about the rows. Let's talk about the columns next. Now the columns are not vertical, they're slightly at an angle. So in other words, this line of 1s here is actually the first column. And to describe the columns, we use the variable r. R equals 0 is the first column. And the next column is the r equals 1 column, okay, which is kind of like the second column there, okay? It'll be these numbers here. And r equals 2 would be these numbers here. So on and so on, and I'll just fill that out. Then r equals 3. And summing that up, so as we change the n values, we are going down the rows. Okay, and as we change the r values, we are going along the columns. Now each number in Pascal's triangle can be described using these n and r values by this expression here, n, c, r. There is actually a formula where you can just put in the n and r value you like, and it will punch out the value in Pascal's triangle. But we're not going to talk about that in this tutorial. So if I just picked random values for n and r, and I said, what is the value of 5c4? And where is it in Pascal's triangle? We're looking at n equals 5. So we're looking at the n equals 5 row, okay, the 6th row here. And we're looking at the r value of 4. So this is r equals 0, okay, r equals 1, r equals 2, r equals 3, and r equals 4. Okay, it would be this entry here. This here is 5C4, and its value is 5. So let's do a couple more examples of those. Example 2, let's locate and state the value of A, 4C2. So what we were looking at here is, okay, the n value is 4. So n equals 0, 1, 2, 3, 4. We are in this row. Okay, and the r value is 2. So this is r equals 0, r equals 1, r equals 2. Okay, 4C2 is this value here, 4C2, which equals 6. Next one, 6C4. So we're on the n equals 6 row, which is the 7th row. We are down here. And we're looking at an r value of 4. So the r value of 4, r equals 0, r equals 1, r equals 2, r equals 3, r equals 4. This number here, 15, is 6C4. Okay, so the value of 6C4 is 15. Another one, 5C1. So we have an n value of 5. 3, 4, 5. N value of 5 is the 6th row, and the r value is 1. So we're on this row. Here, there's r equals 0, r equals 1 is right here. Okay, so this number here is our 5C1. 5C1. So 5C1 has a value of 5. And the last example we'll do together, 1C1. So this time we have an n value of 1. So n equals 0, n equals 1, we're on this row. And what is our r value? Our r value is also 1. So we have n equals 1, we are on this row. Here we have r equals 0, we want r equals 1, which is this number here. Okay, here is our value for 1C1. 1C1 has a value of 1 and located here. So you think you know Pascal's triangle now? Good. It's now your turn. Please try examples 3 and 4. Example 3, what's the next row of Pascal's triangle? Okay, fill in the blanks here. It's going to be the 8th row where n equals 7. What are the numbers? And for example 4, locate these, 5C3, 3C1, 2C0, 7C4 on Pascal's triangle and state their value. Make sure you filled out the 8th row first, because you're going to need it. Don't forget to share those answers in the comments section. And as always, thanks for watching.